Hi guys. So here is your very sort of mini lesson for natural logs. So if we take a look here, I know that we mentioned a little bit about them in the previous lessons, but here's sort of formally what your natural log is. So because our mathematician Euler's E shows up, and we talked about E here when we took a look at compound interest and interest that was compounded continuously. So because it shows up so frequently in mathematics, especially with these exponential functions, it has its own logarithmic notation. So anytime we know that we can change the base of logs here, anytime we have a log that has a base of E, we don't call it log base E. In math, we call it the natural log. So any log with a base of E, we just call the natural log of x. So, and we can do a few problems here. So ln of 0 is the same thing as log base E of 0. So thinking about if this was m, e to the m would be equal to 0. And our same sort of basic log rules apply. Anything that's equal to, any log that's equal to 0, can we take a log of 0? Is there anything that I could plug in here for this m value that would give me a 0? And there isn't. So this doesn't have any sort of solution here. The natural log of 1, again, is the same thing as log base E of 1. And let's call that equal to k. So e to the k is equal to 1. That would be to the 0 power, because I know that anything to the 0 power is just equal to 1. And lastly, the natural log of E. Remember, that's the same thing as log base E of E. And let's call that b. So e to the b is equal to, whoops, not b, is equal to e. So that would just be b is equal to 1. This would be to the first power. So anything raised to the first power is just equal to itself. So our regular log rules still apply here. The natural log is just another way of writing a logarithm that has a base of e. So if we look here, the natural log of e to the negative third power. Sometimes when we rewrite this as log base e, so log base e of e to the negative 3, this is e to the something is equal to e to the negative 3. So this piece right here is negative 3. And following those same steps, log base e of e to the 12th power, this is just going to be plus 12 here. So this whole thing will actually just be equal to 9. So there's a little bit about the natural log and sort of formally introducing it as a log that has a base of e, sort of what we can do with it if you're ever stuck. Try and write it as log base e, and then from there put it into an exponential equation and see if we can't figure that out. Something to keep in mind here though, guys, is that e, remember, is a number. It's not a variable, it's a number. And we use that, again, going back to our compound interest. So if you watch the next video, we'll talk about properties of logarithms and sort of how we can manipulate them algebraically. And our natural log follows those same properties. So take a look at the next video, and we will see you soon.